hello.
Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, this is going to be good.
All right.
It's going to be fun. So we are playtesting an adventure for me, an adventure which will soon, and probably is already by the time you see this, available at Syrinscape.com. And there's a link in the description, and you can play it yourself, and it has inbuilt sound. In fact, if we don't release this video to Gen Con, I can say it's using the brand new Syrinscape web player. Woohoo! Syrinscape sound without even needing to download, install, not even an account for your players is required. And in fact, everyone can play this adventure for free. It's got inbuilt links to trigger all the Syrinscape sounds, all within this module that I'm using. And I just want to, before we publish this model, make sure that it doesn't actually murder all players who even try to get past the beginning by checking it's vaguely balanced.
So checking if even a group of terrible players who won't work together can get through such an adventure. We've formulated the best team for that.
That's right. Why are they terrible players? Why is this a terrible party, Nathan? Tell us.
Well, I'm in it. Hi, my name's Nathan. I've been a D&D player for way too long that I should probably know the rules better than I currently do.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, Nathan. You're welcome.
I haven't read the rules properly for 10 years. No, so I'm playing a character which we just randomly put together on D&D Beyond. Very, very fun.
Woohoo!
My character came up as Lapis. Now, he that is a family name, and I look, you can make fun of it, but don't, because he's super strong and he's big and he's very tall and he's made of rock and stuff, because he is an earth
Genasi.
Yeah.
You say Genasi, I say Genasi.
All I say is that it rocks, because that's what I'm made of. He's a cleric, 5th level. I'm still getting to know him. He has a lot of really cool spells and stuff, but because we pressed the randomize button, we're going to find out more later as we go along.
Woo! That's cool.
Now, talking of my Genasi brother,
yes,
below me,
I'm playing Sky, and she is an heir Genasi. And she's also an artificer and likes to shoot lightning, among other things.
That's cool. On my picture there, it looks more like Shy than Sky, which is very sweet. Oh, lovely.
I'm going to be playing 2 characters that were also randomly generated.
Twice as easy
when you can play 2.
That's right. But Ben wants to know if this adventure will kill 4 players rather than 3. So
that's right.
Yes. So I'm playing Caramon, who is a dragon blood dragonborn wizard, level 5 of the evocation persuasion. So you could say that he's a fire elementalist.
Hey,
nice.
I like that. I like that.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Earth, wind, and
Oh my God!
I've heard a song about that somewhere. I don't know.
And then the last person is called Falamar, and Falamar is a wood elf fighter, level 5, and
Interesting.
And he is the randomizer gave him a it doesn't the fighting style of a longbow, of archery.
Of archery. Excellent.
Wow.
Where does it say that here? Features and traits, maybe. You adopt a fighting style speciality, archery. You gain +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons.
Now,
So,
do you have a bow?
Yes, I do. I had
okay, fantastic. All right.
I had to choose a bow. I had to get one. But he's got, fairly sort of basic. I don't know, it's a bit boring for a 5th level character. I probably wouldn't have make the same choices that the randomizer did, but what can we do? We are at its whim. So that's my 2 characters.
Hooray! Well, with no further ado, once you reveal the map, Nathan, and I shall clear the fog of war, and we shall go with it. I shall hit this button.
Oh my God.
Incoming!
Oh, wow.
An enormous, earth-shattering, literally, crash lands on the ground near you. as a massive boulder the size of a large carriage crashes into the ground near you, throwing you into the mud. Your armor and your faces are covered with black, sticky clay, a mixture of fine, slippery dust, dark red blood, and grey, undead body parts. You see an enormous stone there lying on the ground, which is almost certainly just a totally mundane stone and nothing to worry about. You have all suffered complete amnesia caused by the enormous pressure wave of the impacting boulder. So you have no idea who you are, who the other characters are, or why you're even here, much like tonight's game.
That sounds pretty accurate to how I feel right now, Ben. I'm just putting it out there.
Let's go in. Let's always do our initiative in like just clockwise order from me. So we'll go Nathan and then Johnny and then Derek's two characters.
Give Derek a fighting chance to work out what he's going to
do. That's right. What does your character do, Nathan? What does Lapis, the Earth Ganassi cleric? Oh, did we choose? Do we choose minis? Yeah, we were going to choose minis, weren't we? We forgot. Are those good? Who wants to be? You can be your normal one. Yeah, Derek can be your normal one, and then you can. Well, yeah, okay.
You pick one, Ben. I don't know, Ben. To be honest, I don't know who my character is, so you can pick one.
That's right. Okay, so this one here is. Oh, okay. Yep.
You'll have to circle it for us.
So I put my two in. Zoom in on that. Who can zoom in on it so that we can
Lapis. See okay, I've written the name in, Nathan. And then Johnny the one down there can be Sky. There we are. All done. Woohoo! Move over. What do you do? What do you do, Nathan? You're
wake
face
up.
Down in the mud. You wake up.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to look because the thing is, I'm very pragmatic. I'm all about in the moment stuff. So I get up and wipe the mud off my face, which I think is obscuring my vision of the battle.
Excellent.
Which I think I have.
Are you looking around or are you looking around on the ground? How would you characterize it?
Oh, look, as a person who is focused on themselves, I'm very down to earth. So I'd be probably looking down to work, looking at my hands, if I was honest.
You look at your hands are covered in what was probably once fertile farmlands, but now the ground all around that you fell into is a churned up mixture of broken limbs and undead fingers, elbows, teeth, weapons, and every bit of
but
gore.
But not my fingers, right? Like my fingers are there. I count, I've still got 10, right?
That's right. You look at your fingers and they apparently are all still there. Excellent.
Well, I'm just going to check my clothing, make sure I'm no holes. Look for larger holes or gashes, and then I'm going to obviously check the important areas, like everything's still intact. Then I'm going to look down and grab whatever's in front of me.
Excellent. Good. You do so. I forgot to claim the items it says in the. Okay, good. Roll me a 1d4, Nathan.
Can do.
Rolling the dice is so much.
2.
A 2. So you have whatever Sky's primary item is. What would you say your primary item is, Sky?
Probably my crossbow.
Okay, you have a crossbow in your hands, Nathan.
+1 light crossbow.
A +1 light crossbow. You don't, however, realize this because your head is so spinning, your ears are ringing, but you think you're holding whatever your primary normal item, the item you're most likely to have been holding in the middle of, say, a big battle, if that's where you happen to be. But you think you're holding your item, which we might hear about later, but you're holding Sky's +1 crossbow. Awesome. What does Sky do, Johnny?
Well, so what are all these? We're in the middle of a battle, aren't we?
Yeah. So you look around. Yep. You see, there's a big. All these little fists are blue-coated soldiers, sort of relatively well-equipped mixture of humans and dwarves. Various different ones of them are sort of struggling groggily to their feet, shaking their heads. Some of them are like spitting on their hands to try and rub the mud from their eyes, but even getting more mud in their eyes as well. You see all that. So you seem to maybe be in the middle of some sort of battle. You can't really see any further, though.
I don't know whether the ones in the blue coats are my friends or enemies, do I?
You don't know.
So I'm probably not just going to attack randomly. I mean, I'm
no.
Oh, boo.
No. Yeah, Sky's a bit of a wuss, really. Let's be honest.
Bit of a loose cannon. I. I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
Oh, nice.
And create 3 illusory duplicates of myself.
Yes.
You cast Mirror Image, and yeah, fantastic. So you see, there's 3 of you all sort of covered in mud. And wouldn't it be really awful if one of you was covered in mud, the others were perfectly pristine and nothing contacted them? No, they're accurate mirror images. Useful. I'll tell you what, just paint one of him red and none of the others will have red on him. Good. Okay. Derek, what does Caramon do?
Caramon. Which one is Caramon? Caramon is the wizard. Okay.
Yes.
Do I want to cast a spell? I don't know that I do.
Still sort of just trying to orient yourself at this stage. Yeah.
I think I stand up and I'm gonna look all around. Like I'm gonna do a 360 and try and figure out what's going on.
Excellent. You look around a bit further. You see a noble-looking, tall, powerful elf. Looks like quite shiny armor, quite expensive. So you assume maybe this person might be in command. Though why an elf would be in command of humans and dwarves, you don't know. Maybe the elves are off somewhere else. And he kind of looks at you, shaking his head and points down across to that right-hand side of the map to the east. And your head is so spinning you can't quite understand or read what his lips said.
I'm going to shake my head and stagger towards him. Can I get a movement in?
Yeah, move your mini. Yeah, like let's say half movement, so 3 squares sounds good. Johnny.
So this is the guy who I'm next to. This is him.
Right. Yep, that's right. So you stagger towards him, sort of a bit wobbly, and he's looking at it as if you're sort of some sort of moron, and why can't you understand? And he's, mouthing some more sort of sounds with his lips, but you just can't make them out. Your head is spinning. Johnny, do you want to roll that D4 to see what you pick up, or what happens to be in your hands that you don't even know yet?
I rolled a 2.
A 1, 2. Okay. Yep. So you have a blue. Sorry, no, you don't. You have Falamar. Is that the name? Falamar's item. What's Falamar's primary item?
Falamar has which one is Falamar? He has a
fighter.
Bow.
A bow. Okay, excellent. That's not so bad then.
Is a +1 bow.
Excellent. Short bow, long bow.
Long bow.
Okay, excellent. Good. So you doesn't really feel wrong to you at all. And what about Caramon? Give us that 1, 2, 3, 4 roll.
Caramon.
He's gonna have my one, isn't he?
Yes, I suppose so. Oh no, he might have. Yes. Okay. What's your primary item, Nathan?
Well, was I in hand-to-hand combat, or was I in range combat?
You probably in range if you look at the lay of the battlefield. Yeah.
Well, then, unfortunately, you've picked up a boomerang, which, for those who may not know, is a stick-shaped thing that, if you throw it away, has a knack for coming back and hitting you with reality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you can bloody manage that. Most of the times I've tried to throw a boomerang, it just sort of sails off into the trees. So yeah, I've been very safe from it ever curving, even let alone coming back at me.
In the right hands, it is a weapon. In the wrong hands, it's a stick.
Absolutely. You can literally knock over a kangaroo and have it for dinner with a boomerang. Fantastic. And what does Falamar do, Derek?
Falamar
now holding a boomerang.
Is now holding a boomerang.
Falamar has a boomerang. No, Caramon has a boomerang. Falamar must have Caramon's primary item, which is what?
Caramon's probably his spellbook.
Spellbook. Okay, excellent. Falamar, what to do with that? Being a fighter, excellent. He also has one more item which I'll tell you about soon. It's a blue orb, about kind of half a foot round, about this big, glowing with a dancing light in the middle of it. So he's sort of holding the spellbook in one hand and this blue orb in the other as he hoists himself to his feet.
You're a wizard, fella.
That is kind of weird. And in fact, I had Caramon's arcane focus was a crystal. Does it work if that thing is his arcane focus, or is that some other plot point that we have to discover?
Well, he can still have his crystal. That's fine. But yeah, it's not his focus. I don't think it's
a different thing.
It's a different thing.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
What does Falamar want to do in terms of assessing the situation? Like, yeah, you want to look a bit further afield, try and see what's going on?
is groggily getting to his feet, looking bewilderedly at the glowing orb in one hand and the boomerang in the other. And he casts his eye past the battle of the front line. He's a fighter, so he understands the formations and the strategy that's going on here. So he looks at the enemy forces and tries to give an assessment of it.
So he sees, various, like dozens and upon dozens of skeletons with various different amounts of flesh hanging off them, rising beyond this, what looks like a defensive sort of shape from these dwarves and humans, these blue coats. Maybe they were defending you or something, or moving forward. It's hard to tell. But yeah, there's quite a horrifying amount of undead forces to the east of you. Everyone give me a wisdom perception check.
Like a passive wisdom or just a perception?
Perception, I suppose. Yeah, sorry, that's what it's called in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition.
Hang on. Are we doing a wisdom saving or a
perception check?
A 14.
14.
Lepis sees everything. He sees 25.
25. Wow, really? Wow. That's amazing. Fantastic. Lepis, as you're just about to get your turn, you Lapis.
Lapis. No, not the emphasis is on the la, not the pierce. So it's
lapis.
Not lapis.
Like lapis lazuli. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yes.
Spinning around a little and looking to the northwest and the southwest, you see a couple of raised areas, hills, small hills rising out of the muddy plain, ringed at the base of them by two rows of blue coats, upon which a sea of undead is breaking. Atop the mounds stands on each of these mounds stands a ring of robed figures, one of them holding a blue orb aloft, shining. You see him lower the orb, and everyone else sees this as well because you all rolled well enough. Lowers the orb onto a stone altar statue, and there's a burst of energy that pushes all the robed figures back, and tendrils of brilliant blue light reach out from the two altars and join a strong, powerful sort of like Voldemort and Harry wanding each other between the two altars.
It wouldn't be a bad adventure without a good Harry Potter reference in there.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, I fell into my old ways. I shall try to avoid that.
I don't know that they wandered each other ever.
That's right.
I think. All right, good.
You see also at the same time these skeletons are kind of getting their bearings a bit, twirling a little bit, and then starting to drive forward towards the wall of blue coats that is between you and them.
Okay.
There's also
as a cleric, undead are not and also I have
friends.
Yeah, and I also have the grave. My domain is the grave domain. So I'm really, really good against undead. So
these skeletons are completely and utterly doomed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it.
But yeah, I've got the ability, if I cast channel, I could turn undead, or I could path to the grave. You can use channel divinity to curse one creature within 30 feet, and for the end turn, that doesn't really matter. I have the grave. As an action, you can know the location of every undead within 60 feet of you.
Everywhere is the general feeling of undead, yes.
Cool.
Mainly between you and the east, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to run forward.
Lapis.
I'm going to get... I'm going to move 1, 2, 5, move up to like.
Into the center. Excellent.
Yep.
You notice Falamar standing there looking dumbly at a boomerang in his hand.
I often see Falamir looking dumbly at things. So I don't think that's unusual in any way. And I'm going
I can do the thing from Pulp Fiction.
Okay, ready.
I'm
ready.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, ready. We're ready to enjoy it, Derek. Wow, that's actually kind of uncannily good.
That's
very good.
That's very impressive.
Quick, someone meme that.
Yeah.
Except it's already a meme.
I will cast. I'm not in the very middle yet, so I will. Yeah, no, I'll just turn undead.
Turn undead. Excellent.
Yeah.
So what's the range? What's the range
feet.
of that effect? 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that literally will reach no one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I would move further.
You know what? I will hold it in, like, and hold that ability to wait for them to really come into attack and then just release it. So I'm charging it up. I'm calling on the energy of the people around me and stealing quite a little bit of energy off them.
I love
that's very bad for you.
Look, that's if you hold it in. You can't do that and then not channel. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure that the undead will come, and when they do, I'll be ready.
So you walk further forward, right in front of this elf warrior who's been sort of shouting at Caramon, and then you walk forward with purpose and then do nothing. And
yeah. Well, no, not nothing. I kind of like start. I start to like hold my hands together and start like making noise.
Excellent.
Look, I'm very when I do stuff, I want people to know I'm doing stuff. So it's very clear that I'm like, oh, make maybe some low mumbles. It's not necessary, but performance-wise, it is. Yes.
That's right. Excellent. He points at you and then cries this. Go now. You're still garbled. You're meant to go somewhere. You're meant to take the. It's hard to tell, but he's sort of pointing. He's pointing to the east, up into the sky. What does sky do? Speaking of sky.
Hey.
Yeah. So I think Sky's just about figured out something of what might be going on. Safe assumption that the undead are the bad guys.
Yes, that's right.
Maybe the blue coats are the good guys. We should, help them. So
you could try that and see how that pans out.
Yeah. We're not undead, right?
You're not undead. No, you look down at your thing. You definitely have sort of joined up skin in general, and the bones sort of all articulated in the normal kind of way. Yeah,
that's nice.
So Sky's gonna drop the longbow on the ground because what's the point?
Yeah, that's right, yes.
And she's got these gauntlets on her hands with these blue gemstones on the back of her hands. And she's going to thrust both fists forward, and these lightning bolts shoot out of the gemstones.
Excellent.
One towards each of those two undead across the way there.
Excellent. Do they go through the blue coat that's labelled H, or?
I think they arc over the top.
Ah, nice. It's a curve. Yeah.
Curved.
Does her hair, the blue coat's hair, sort of flow forward as the lightning bolt sort of comes past and statically drawn up?
Flows back and up at first, and then kind of follows the path of the lightning across, and ends up falling in their face.
I love it. She has to swish the hair out of her face, but she looks great doing it, so that's fine. Excellent.
So the one,
okay.
Oh, you can't see them on this.
Yeah. So pull a little bit to the left. Pull Falamar.
I can make it go wide if you want.
You could do that. Yeah.
There we go.
Do it. Look at that. Oh, what's
that? K.
K. Yep.
A is an 8 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's not going to hit, is it?
That's not going to hit, and the other one is a 22 to hit.
A 22 will probably do it. Damage.
And the damage is 9 points of lightning damage.
Oh, ow. So L takes 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I hit L again next turn, I get to roll an extra d6.
You see,
The residual lightning damage of the previous turn kind of remains and means that the next one does double damage. Which is a very nice effect.
You know how in cartoons when someone gets electrocuted they kind of go see-through except you can see their bones?
Yeah.
It's like that except you can see all his bones already anyway because he just had only bones.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was very clever. Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. A few of these blue coats, encouraged by the electrical storm behind them, struggle forward a little bit. What do Caramon and Falamar do?
Okay. Falamar, realizing that, he picks up the bow, and drops
the crossbow. Yep.
He
picks up his crossbow. His longbow.
His longbow, which is just next to him there.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
And then runs forward to here, dropping the boomerang. Because he's got the three things.
Why not?
Right? He's got the boomerang, he's got the bow, and he's got the sphere. Is that right? All right. He knows nothing of this magical crap, and so he's going to hoist the ball of light over to Caramon.
Okay. Yep.
Who's going to catch it, tuck it under her arm like a football.
Okay. Excellent.
But we'll go back to Falamar because he's going to pull out an arrow and knock it and shoot.
Caramon looked like the most sort of wizardy. It was kind of not plates of metal and stuff like that. So it's like, here you have the magic-y type thing. Yeah.
That's right. And that's the person you give that kind of crap to.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah.
You give that kind of crap. No, that's fair. Very fair. Good assumption. Good.
All right. So Falamar is going to shoot the longbow.
Nice.
Actions, longbow, and we go like this. That's a 17 on.
Yeah, that hits.
I guess K.
Yep.
And does 11 points of damage maximum.
Ow. Okay, 11 damage. Wow. Yeah, that just a whole massive section of the chest collapses and gives way, and the small shards of sort of cutting bone join many other small shards of cutting bone and fingers and elbows and things that are in the mud already. And this skeleton looks ready to disassemble very rapidly, very soon, but not quite.
Now,
yep.
Caramon.
Yes.
Catches the bugger. Sorry, there we go. Catches the ball and.
I like that you're playing with yourself. Like literally throwing the ball between your.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that's right.
Can you spike it if someone sets it? Is that right?
Yeah. What did Derek do in D&D? The equivalent of the alley-oop.
Can I give that? Can I run forward and then cast a spell? Is that?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, moving it up.
All right. Here we go. Move it up a bit.
Are you bouncing the ball as you go?
I should do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a movement.
Oh, bold.
And then I am going to cast a spell called. Oh my god, 2 character sheets. This is hard.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a spell called Thunder Step.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
You teleport yourself to an unoccupied space you can see within range, and the range is 90 feet.
Okay. Yeah.
So I am looking to teleport myself out of this spot, but.
I see.
The old runaway routine.
Yes,
immediately
right.
after I
drop it in the
disappear,
room
a
and
thunderous
then-
boom sounds,
Nice.
and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 3d10 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, good.
Thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away.
Nice.
So-
Everyone hears your thunder.
Yeah. How each creature within 10 feet. Oh, so I'm only going to get 2 of them.
Which save?
Constitution.
What's the DC?
No, I am going to get all 3 of them.
Yeah, you get EC and B.
What's the DC?
The DC is. Oh, I just had it.
Running characters you've never heard of till today.
15.
15. Okay.
I think with Thunder, it's the AC DC.
Yeah. ACDC, you mean?
No.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I was taking you seriously then. That's fantastic. Okay. C and B save and E doesn't.
Okay.
But that may be relevant depending on how much
Thank you, Johnny.
roll anyway.
I just want you to know that you appreciate it.
I think
15 damage to the ones that don't save, and
Okay, yep.
8 to the ones that do.
Boom. So yeah. So E shatters into 1,000 pieces. 8, you said. 8 damage. Lucky you're not there to get stabbed in the face by shards of bone.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's. I will teleport all the way out there if you want to zoom out.
Yeah. Well, I can see where you are. Yeah, that's right. Are you looking Are you looking to that direction?
Yeah. Well, that was where they had other blue orbs like the one I've got, right?
The 2 blue orbs were to the southwest and the northwest. But up ahead, to the east, there's a very tall, precipitous tower reaching into the sky, which appears to be what the elf was talking about when he was pointing.
Oh. I'm very interested in.
Yes.
I'm very interested in getting myself close to or in between the 2 people who have these orbs, because they're blue people, right?
Yeah, so way off, like 200 feet to that way to the southwest and the northwest are these 2 hills that have had these beams of light joined up between these 2 orbs. The elf seems to be pointing up towards the tower at whoever was holding the orb at the time. And you imagine that if these 3 points joined, it would kind of make a large triangle, the tower to the other 2 places. It would make a large tower that would probably cover a large majority of the battlefield.
Bugger, so I've gone the wrong way.
No, you've gone precisely the right way. The tower is to the east.
Sorry, the tower and where?
Okay, so there are 2 hills with blue orbs on altars to the southwest and the northwest. Yeah, I can do that.
Let me draw some blue orbs. So you want one up here?
Yes.
And one down here?
Yes.
And one over here.
That's right. And that's right. The one on the right is the tower. That's right. But it's quite a long way away.
Yeah. Oh, that's
fantastic.
The one gives you the direction.
That's right.
Okay.
And there are, in fact, sort of more undead between you and the tower. Fantastic.
Oh.
Good. That's everyone who's Derek's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. Yep.
Oh, I was going to say if Falamar can hear what the elfin guy is saying. Is there any?
Yes.
Ooh.
First, you hear a mighty crash and a roar as the huge projectile that crashed into the ground and started this whole farce.
Did he just kill the drummers?
Yes. Lifts itself shakily from the ground, shaking off a few chunks of itself that fall off onto the ground and spins round, shakes its head like that, and then sort of comes staggering towards the party. The blue coats frantically running towards this new danger to defend its the important crew who are doing the vital mission, whatever the heck it's supposed to be. But not fast enough to prevent this massive earth elemental.
Oh
which
no!
should be a friend of Lapis's.
Earth, wind, and fire.
Lapis.
That's right.
Lapis.
From
No,
crashing
I've changed
down.
it to lapis if you look on your.
Crashes down a large fist in the order of 24 against Sky.
Yeah.
Which sky is its fist going to hit?
Which Sky? Oh, that's right. What do? I roll? How many friends do you have?
I have me and 3 friends, so if you roll a 1d4.
And ignore. 4. It hits 4.
So
Is that the one you were trying to... I don't know which one you said was me.
I was going for 1. Yeah, I was thinking you were 1.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
smashes one of the skies, but it doesn't connect with anything real fresh.
Goes
And
straight through
like a fist through
hologram.
sky. That's right.
just
a
like
hologram.
the real sky. It's not actually there.
The mirror image sky dissolves, but all the mud, which was on the mirror image, falls to the ground as if it was real mud.
Oh, that's cool. That's deep. I like that.
That's right. I like that.
Yeah, that was good.
That brings up Lapis. Yeah, and Undead surge forward as well.
Uh-oh.
And I will just,
hang on. As that happened, then
Yep.
my last action takes place. So I was holding the
yes.
action of turn undead.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
you get them to all move into place, Benjamin. You just
I will. I'm
ride
doing-
in nice and
I'm
tight,
doing
buddy.
that for you.
Nice and tight.
I'm doing that. Yes. Everyone, come forward. Come forward.
Yeah,
Don't want
yeah.
anyone sitting at the back.
Don't be afraid.
There you go. How's that?
All right,
There you go.
now I channel undead.
Okay.
This is before this is great. All right.
Salama. This is which character? Lapis. Yeah. 1, 2,
No,
3, 4,
Lap-
5, 6.
La.
30 feet. Lapis.
30 feet. That is correct, Benjamin. That is correct. 30 feet. They have to
So
roll a
H,
wisdom.
And those ones, and those ones, and those ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So a number of them. Okay.
Cool.
wisdom
So
save.
you have to roll a wisdom saving throw for each creature that
DC.
fails.
Yep.
14.
Okay, yep, 1, 2. So 1 success, 2 successes. Okay, yep, only 2 successes.
Okay.
And then everyone
so-
else flees, is that right?
Yeah. If a creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute. So that
Okay, yep.
is 10 turns. And it runs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the creature must spend its turns moving as far away from it as you can. It can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It can also not take reactions. By the way, everyone that moves away from a soldier each soldier gets to have a attack of opportunity against it.
I'm basically going to take them out of the picture, so it doesn't matter whether it's as they turn ineptly or not. That's right.
Yep, and for its action, it only can make the dash action to try and escape from the effect. There's nowhere it can move. It uses a dodge action.
Excellent. So odds, I'm going to do damage to the soldiers. Evens, I'm going to do... Okay, 3 damage here. One of the soldiers cops some damage. 3. And this one here. Oh, yes, that undead is destroyed as well. Wow, okay, so they are breaking like a wave against the bold warriors.
Nice.
But also the warriors are taking some damage as well. Okay, so what does Lapis now do on his turn? Now it comes up again.
Oh. So, bravely, as he often does. So, not everyone was turned and correct.
Not everyone was turned. I've taken just 3 of them out of the picture because your range was not
1,
quite sufficient.
2,
I
3.
probably moved right into the middle of them, and turned them again.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Benjamin. With confidence that the last one worked so well.
Yep. Okay, you literally haven't got any opportunity attacks from any of those. You can actually get in there if you want. Yeah, that sounds great.
Fantastic. And boom.
Okay,
Boom.
That's
Round
everyone.
2.
Save again. What was the DC again?
It was 14, Benjamin.
Oh, they're all failing so far. Okay, there's 1 success. 2 successes. Okay. Wow. Okay, so
And
yeah,
also,
we'll
Ben,
save it,
last
Yep.
undead, did the big creature, is he undead or is he alive?
He seems quite alive. He's made of stone, but he is alive. Okay, you might like to take an opportunity attack on this one as he leaves, Nathan.
Okay, will do. I don't have my boomerang attack to hit him with, which is unfortunate, but I do have my mace. I'll use the
okay.
mace.
That'll probably do, I reckon. This guy looks tougher than the rest.
15, young Benjamin.
That's certainly enough to hit this guy.
Okay, so that is +1 because it's +1. So that's that is a 6, Benjamin. 6 damage.
6 damage. Yeah, you smash your mace, your holy mace. Is it a bludgeoning weapon, Nathan? Would you say
it is certainly
is something that you yeah. So
it is a bludgeoning. Yes.
If you're vulnerable to a certain type of damage, do you take double or just 50% more? Does anyone remember? Audience,
I'll find out.
comment in the comments now.
Please, bludgeoning. It is.
So vulnerability, damage vulnerability. Isn't it fun looking up rules? Looking up rules. It's a rule cord that's holding on until we find the rule. It's getting even more exciting.
Oh my God! It's right here.
Soon, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh no.
Some creatures have vulnerability, resistance, or immunity to certain types of damage.
Here comes the rule.
Double it.
No. Doesn't tell me.
It says here, vulnerability. If a creature has an object has vulnerability to a damage type, damage of that type is doubled against it.
Doubled. 12 damage.
12
wow, yeah,
damage.
you really smashed this guy. Woo!
You die.
But he does have more hit points than that, this particular one. That's why he has a different mini, and he has a number representing his name. Because he was last doing a number 2. Sky! What does Sky do? You're faced with an enormous...
Is he a number 2, is he?
Yeah.
He is number 2, that's right, yeah. So
How
number 3.
big would you say this earth elemental is?
If I were to characterize it kind of in a range of words from quite small to quite large, I would say it's huge!
Huge!
And looks rather terrifying. It doesn't look quite damaged.
How many
to the ground.
How many pounds would you say it weighs?
How many pounds?
Ooh, yeah.
Tons.
I don't think
4 tons.
All right.
I don't think it's very polite to ask a creature its
I
weight.
probably can't lift it.
No.
Which is sad.
Lift,
So I think
bro.
I'll retreat
Yes.
expeditiously.
Yes. Do you mean like withdrawal? Because otherwise it's going to smash you hard. And you didn't like the way it smashed your mirror image.
Nevertheless,
You don't think that maybe there would have been much additional resistance between its fist and the ground had it hit you rather than this mirror image, than your mirror image?
yeah. So I'm sort of not really wanting to stay within reach of its arm.
So if you do
So you
withdrawal,
wanna
you can take the
disengage.
first... disengage,
Yeah.
Thank you. Your
I
first
will
step is
disengage.
safe, and then you can move, yeah. But then you lose your turn, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so fun.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna hide down here behind these
Excellent. You run bravely past the bluecoats who are rushing towards the elemental.
Yeah.
They're fine with that. They're like,
I will
yes,
help
that's
them in
it. That's a
second.
great tactic. Yeah. That's they
I'm
thought
a
that's good,
ranged.
that's good.
I'm sort of
Okay.
ranged character.
Okay, good.
You know.
Karaman.
My thing.
Woo! I like it. Karaman and Falamar.
So,
The twins they are.
Caramon, is there any bad guys around him?
Karaman. I like literally trying to find the Karaman mini.
All the way out.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's basically a sea of undead of similar sort of scale to the right of you.
Rap to the right of me.
All over the right. Just out of frame.
How do I get past them?
Well, if the aim of this adventure, if this exploit is to really actually get to the tower, then probably running past them, you know, or stealthing past them, or being with the rest of your party, or
They're
something.
dead
is
slow.
Probably, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I might cast Fireball at the ones that are between me and the third place that I want to go.
Excellent. Roll us damage.
Fireball has bludgeoning damage, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely. Roll damage. If it's more than 26, then they're all going to die no matter what they say. Or not.
Cool. 31.
Yeah.
31. So yeah, so they all die. Yeah, it looks like they're all okay. Yeah, so you just wipe out a huge area in front of you, so that you're opening a pathway through this tower for your friends.
And I dash
into it.
Dash into that void.
Excellent. Good. Okay, good. We'll say you're off the map.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Falamar, who's right there, he does in fact hear the elf make one more effort to get through as he leaves you, and he says this. Did you hear that?
I'm sorry. Could you say it
to the tower?
Could you say that again?
Take it to the tower. That's right. Take it to the tower.
And that was directed at Caramon?
Yeah, well, just to the people, not the blue coats. Yeah, to the team or something. Maybe you were some sort of special forces assault team delivery service boy kind of thing. You know, it's hard to tell.
Oh wow, Ben, can you stop using such army lingo? It's confusing. The special
the
boy
Elven warrior
delivery system.
then runs past you, pulling out his gorgeous-looking sword, and plunges in at this earth elemental. And there's an enormous crash as his weapon shatters off a chunk of the earth elemental, bringing out Falamar's turn.
Falamar again pulls out an arrow and lets it fly. How many arrows can he shoot around? I think it's 2. But okay, unarmed strike, action in combat, 2-weapon fighting. As a bonus action, you can give yourself advantage on weapon and attack rolls until the end of the current turn, and gives yourself 5 temporary hit points. I think I will do that. That's a bonus action, and I will shoot.
Excellent. Who at that? One of the guys who's damaged near Lapis?
I get it. No, I'm shooting at the earth elemental.
At the earth elemental. Excellent.
Yeah, 18.
Let me see. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Earth elementals AC is 18. Nice, very nice.
That means I hit.
Yes.
7
does.
points of damage.
Wow. Okay. So together with the damage the elf did, that's 15. Yeah, the arrow just crunch, smashing into what's not actually earth. It's kind of a mixture of earth and soil and rock and
Oh,
People
my bad.
often-
Sorry, I get 2 attacks.
You get 2 attacks.
The next one does 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, good. So he actually it does have resistance piercing, obviously. So that's another 3 hit points damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, the earth elemental slams down his fist at this elven warrior.
Oh, jeez.
With 1 hit and another hit. So 2 hits.
This is why I ran away. I feel good about my decision.
Yeah.
17, 26 hit points damage.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Where's his stat log? Elf Commander. Oh, halving his hit points. Ow! Wow, just and the Elf Commander cries out, "Ah!" and sprawls back in the mud.
That was a very. I like that.
longer
That was a good
clean.
scream, Ben.
Thank
That was
you.
very, very good scream.
do you know it's 7 years bad luck to crack a mirror image?
That's right.
Boom.
I like it. These blue coats come running in to engage this earth elemental
Oh gosh.
This will go well.
with no regard for their own safety,
Wow.
but
So
possible
brave.
regard for the plan, which you think you're now beginning to all suspect more and more is to actually just go as a group to the tower with the orb.
I love the subtlety. I love the subtlety of maybe do it together. Maybe as a group. Maybe,
Don't split the
just
party.
maybe, do it all together and don't ruin the adventure for me.
Oh, this skeleton dies. All right, and I will attack Lapis twice with my greater skeletons. Ready? You know your AC, Lapis?
I'm ready.
14,
Hit me.
19 to hit AC and 12 to hit AC.
19 hit.
19 hit.
Yes.
So yeah, vicious, dirty, probably unsanitary, cracked weapon slashes past you viciously for 6 hit points damage. Dangerously close to doing some real damage. But the
doesn't
other
know.
one misses.
You know what? I don't think he knows how much I rock, but
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like he's good, but I
Nice.
rock too.
Very nice.
Like, you know what I mean?
Very nice. Very nice. Yes.
That was an Earth joke, but that was a joke based on the fact that I'm Earth as well. That's
So you do notice, Lapis, your friend Caramon disappearing to the east. What are you going to do?
disappear to the east.
Come.
All right.
Help.
So, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I've got two guys next to me, don't I?
You do. Could get really nasty, yeah. So maybe you do want to dispatch. Dispatch
Are they
the
undead?
one to your. Yeah, they're big skeletons. Yeah, big scary skeletons.
And how many are surrounding us now?
Well, there's only the three of them, aren't there? The three ones close to you seem to be the only real ones of any import.
But within 30 feet of me, every single skeleton is within 30 feet.
Yes, that's right.
So if I do this, then we can all move together.
Yes.
Finish
Yes.
them.
Yes,
If
let's
it
do
works.
that. Last time, I get to do it 3 times.
Fail. Fail and fail. Okay, so they just turn.
All run away.
As if
What
I'm
about
dead.
the other one?
And
They're
they
all
just
dead.
start
The red
running
ones are all dead.
away. If you'd like
Oh.
to have an attack at this one,
Yes,
at this one
I'll
as
swing
it
it.
turns.
I think.
'cause he's got, yeah.
Oh no,
swing at him
no,
as he
that's
goes.
that's a bonus action. He's running away. That's not important. You know why?
No, attack.
Earth
yeah.
people, we're focused on what's in front of us. He turned. That's enough.
Excellent.
You're really grounded.
That's enough.
you could say.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, that's enough. You don't have to put them. When a person's they're doing what you want, you don't just go along and disrespect them like that.
The red
It's
ones
important.
are already dead, so they're gone. So if you'd like to just head to the east, you can.
Now we move, Benjamin. Now we move.
You don't
Excellent.
want to muddy your actions.
No,
No, that's right.
It's all about just clear and decisive. So that's
I love it.
15, 20, 20.
So basically,
think-
yeah,
yeah.
The way cleared for you by various different ways, fireballs and blue coats and things like that holding back. You managed to make your way, the 600, 800 feet or so to the east to get to this tall, precipitous tower. And you come running to the base of it, where the only way in seems to be a door. Let me load the map. Here we are.
I love that
that
Lapis
map.
happened and now it's La Map and where
That's right. Chuck your minis just near that door.
somebody can chuck my mini there. I will.
I don't have my mini anymore.
How do we get the minis?
Pull it from the right hand side.
We're off full screen.
I don't have my mini on the right hand side.
Just
Okay, let me
drag the
pull it
minis
over.
on there, Ben, and we'll be fine.
Yep, exactly. One moment. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Okay, we got
These
that
messages
one.
brought to you by
And we got
Syrinscape.
that one, and we got that
thank
one,
you.
and we got that one. What are those other minis? Is that something
know.
that'd be helpful? That's right, that's fine. That's good, that's very helpful. So you arrive at this door. You hear a big booming voice echo across the battlefield, which in a language none of you understand. Or maybe one of you understands, but we can take the time to work out whether you do, but we needn't because it's going to be irrelevant anyway.
Is it
It's
giant
obvious
or Luxodon?
what the
it
voice
primordial?
says. No.
It's not giant or Luxodon.
Is it
It's not
common?
right. It's too echoey anyway. But it's clear what it says because you see every
Lot of
monster on
feedback.
the whole field turn, and then all the ones that are close come running towards you. You're standing outside what seems to be quite a heavy door. How are you going to get in? Quickly, Caramon and Falamar. I'm sorry, it's Sky's turn first, isn't it? Sky, what do you do? You could break your way in, you could try and strength it out, or you could try and pick your way through this door.
I can handle it.
Is the door? What's the door made of?
Do you know what?
Wood with iron bandings.
Can I just say, if you're thinking that now, I just want Derek's. You're like looking at what's it made of? What's the wooden structure? And Derek just goes the donk and just knocks the door down. You're like, don't worry, guys, I've got this. These hinges look like they haven't been serviced in a very long. Foot through door.
I'm gonna cast acid splash on the door.
Oh, nice. Yes, excellent. Good.
So I splash a bubble of acid
Damage?
over the door
Hinges.
hinges. That's the word. Thank you.
Sky, you take a hit from an arrow that flies in while you do that, Sky.
Aww.
And it does 5 hit points damage. Oh, except it might hit your mirror image.
No, well, I think my minute of mirror image is probably up after
No,
walking
no.
with you, isn't it?
No, you don't
No,
understand.
we'll give
This
it-
all,
Alright.
most battles happen in
I
like
don't know how fast
30
this is
seconds.
happening.
2.
Okay.
Another one of your poor mirror images is shattered,
Oh,
dissolves,
thank goodness.
and the mud and the smile on the face of the mirror image falls to the ground.
what was the name of the mirror image, Johnny?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't name them. Wow.
How heartless. Okay,
Your
how much
back
damage?
Hang on. It does 3 points of damage.
Wow. I'm going to make it vulnerable to acid since you're kind of aiming at the hinges, is that right? So it'll fall off?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm aiming at
Yeah.
the hinges.
Okay, so it's taken 6 hit points damage, this door.
Creating
Excellent. Okay, Falamar,
I rolled so
Caramon.
badly.
Can I just ask a question? It's like this.
2d6s.
How did the great adventure end? Well, there was a strong door, and we got destroyed by it. This is
had
why doors
success
give
attacking
XP.
doors before.
That's
Yeah.
right. I rolled arrow attacks at everyone and only hit one of you, so yeah. Right, Caramon, who's best at doors?
Okay, so
Oh, hit a trombone.
I think what's going to happen is Caramon is going to step up to the kind of the space in between the doors, shove his hand in there, and cast Thunderwave.
Woo! Awesome. Kaboom! How much damage?
And I've got the wrong character sheet up.
So I'll cover you with AC/DC references.
There we go. 23 points of damage.
Yeah, so that boom! The door explodes. You quickly rush in, and as you rush through the door, you see all these skeletons start running towards you across the field. How are you going to block up the door?
Can I just say that's the best
Jeez.
knock-knock joke I've heard in a while.
You find yourself. What's the knock knock? Okay, yeah. You find yourselves in the ground level of this long abandoned tower filled with potentially useful broken furniture, old crates. Yeah, you're gonna pile some crates up against the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep, go for it.
So you frantically push up, sort of hold the door back in place. Maybe it was blown into the room by the thunder wave. You then lift this huge door back up again, clunk it, and then pile up furniture and crates and sacks and all sorts of stuff until you feel like you're safe. And let's take a little break
Barricaded.
there, and we shall continue with part 2 when we return shortly.
Ooh. After
Very
these
nice.
short messages, we'll be back. When I just find the thing. And yeah, we're there. We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah.